So this is the very first synth I ever bought. I've owned it for 30 years. I bought it when I was 3 years old. I started my paper route when I was 1. I saved up for 2 years. I bought it when I was 3.
Okay, maybe things seem a little off.
This synth is very personal for me. Every synth you see in this room owes a debt to the Minimoog. A couple of really interesting tidbits about the Minimoog. Number 1, the first time in keyboard history we see the pitch wheel and the mod wheel in the form factor we know them today. Pitch on the left, mod on the right. That's the very first time we've ever seen that. The other thing that's incredible about it is there are no chips in this thing. Pure analog synthesizer. There is nothing digital in any way, shape, or form. There are chips, they're death chips. If something went wrong with the chip, the whole synthesizer would be a paperweight. You'd have to go out and find it, take it out of another synthesizer because they don't make the chips, for example. A lot of people don't buy Waldorf Waves because there are chips in there that if they go, that's it, the whole thing's dead. This thing, you could go to your local hardware store and build it from scratch. No chips. The most incredible thing to remember is when this synthesizer was designed, there was no reference point. And that's what's so beautiful about designing a product that no one's ever designed before. Things we take for granted, like the steering wheel looks like this. It's a wheel, right? It's called this steering wheel. It was made round. When they designed the Minimoog, they weren't drawing anything. Even the terms they use, the word LFO is nowhere on this synthesizer. Give you a little tour of the Moog oscillator section. 3 oscillators, so generous. 1970, this thing comes out. I'm gonna give you 3, man. Triangle, you have a sawtooth, you have various versions of pulse waves. Let's go to the saw just so you hear the full, okay? That is the moment. The most famous sawtooth in history. Okay, that gives you the range. On an analog synthesizer, the keyboard, all it's doing is sending voltage to the oscillator saying, play at this pitch. Based on the voltage determines the pitch, right? The frequency. You can send voltage to the oscillators in many different ways. You don't have to use a keyboard. We could use a ribbon controller. We can hook something up to my brain and my brain can send voltage to the oscillator. The lower the note, the less voltage that's being sent. As I turn up the oscillator, the pitch of the oscillator, so I'm staying on the same note here, you can see, right? So somehow Moog must have thought, well, those clicks could be used in a cool way in your sound, right? The modulation section on the Moog is simple but deep. All of these great waveforms in Oscillator 3 that you can use. Get a beautiful blend. So gorgeous. Incredible. Listen to that. That's fantastic. Like as a little... I find like monophonic synthesis so immediate. The fact that you can't hit any other notes is totally fine because you have polyphonic synths for that. But I find that you play monophonic synths differently and you program them differently. More people than you could possibly name use the Minimoog at the core as part of the core of their sound. Stand up, all you glorious ones. We're all so proud of what you have.